Okay, so as I was saying, yes, welcome to today's class. I have seen a couple of responses. Some people mentioned their hobbies are studying, playing games. Someone mentioned movies, someone mentioned mathematics. Yes. Then I asked, like, what are the things that excite you? Yes, and next question. The next question I asked, how if you had to combine two interests, what would they be? So someone mentioned baking and programming, someone mentioned politics, someone mentioned writing scripts and games. Someone mentioned music and singing. Okay. Yes, and some people I asked you to fill like a short bio. Some people didn't feel that, while some did it. Okay, so we're going to taking it from there. In today's class, we're going to be talking about something that I call content planning and strategy. Content planning and what? Strategy. So when it comes to content creation, for yes, when it comes to content creation, for as many of us that um I've like seen like different people posting different content on different social media, right? I want you to know that it comes with a lot of work, right? In as much that as you can spend like 1 minute watching a video and you laugh and you're happy and all of those things. Those people that created those contents put in hours and hours of work in order for you to see that 1 minute video or 10 minutes video that you're watching. Okay, so but one most important thing that you have to take note of when you are actually thinking about creating your content is planning. And what's the first aspect of planning? And I would call that aspect setting goals. Setting what? Goals. So you need to ask yourself, what exactly are my goals? Why am I starting this thing? Why am I creating this content? What do I want to achieve at the end of the day? And in setting these goals, you must make sure the goals are clear, the goals are achievable, and the goals are measuring your progress. So there's something that's called the SMART goals. I don't know if you've heard of something like that before. SMART, SMART goals. If you've heard of that before, Elizabeth said she has heard. So Elizabeth, can you tell us like what do you think it means? SMART goals. What does S stand for? What does M stand for? Let's type it in the chat. What does A stand for? What does R stand for? And what does T stand for? You've heard it before, it can help us. Just type it in the chat section. Okay. SMART. Let's type it in the chat section. S. So S stands for specific. I want to see the others. What does M stand for? Who knows? Who can help us out? Measurable. Good. A. Attainable. Very good. R. What does R stand for? Realistic. Okay. Yes, so we're absolutely correct. And T stands for time bound. T stands for time bound. So your goals have to be specific. So for instance, instead of just saying, I want more followers, that is not a good goal or a smart goal because it's too generic. So you can say, I want to increase my followers by 100 in the next 10 days. Or I want to increase my followers by 20 in the next 1 month. So if you look at that, there's a specific goal and you can measure it. For instance, you can easily count and measure 20. Then, is it achievable? Is it possible to have 100 followers in 5 days or 1 month? Yes, it's achievable. Then is it relevant? And or is it realistic? And also, is it time bound? Okay, so you need to set smart goals. The next thing is you need to have the short-term and the long-term goals. For instance, what if I say, oh, I want to start making $1 million in the next 1 year? For some people, depending on the type of content you're creating, it's possible, but you need to actually have shorter goals, right? Things like your daily goals. Every day, what should I do? Oh, I want to post at least 2 contents every day. Oh, I want to have at least 5 followers every day. Then you now move to every week. Or every week, I want to have at least 10 posts. Once you move to weekly, then you now move to monthly. Or every month, I want to have this. Once you're done with that, then you now move to every 3 months. Then you move to every year. Then you now move to, oh, in 3 years' time. Then you now talk about in 5 years' time. This is where I want to be. Okay, that is setting short-term goals and then setting long-term goals. I don't know if you understand me. So if there are any questions at any point, then you can let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you have any question. Let me know in the chat. The next thing, after setting goals, what's the next thing to do? The next thing is knowing where exactly you want to create content for. Knowing where exactly you want to create content for. So according to the assignments I gave you, Israel says it wants to create for Instagram. Okay. Ricilia says she wants to create for YouTube. Elizabeth says she wants to create for LinkedIn. Oluwadamilola says she wants to create for TikTok. Right? Debola says she wants to create for Instagram. So once you know the platform you want to create for, it makes your work a bit simpler. Why, you ask me, why do I say that? Because each of these platforms have their unique, there's something called algorithm. Each of these platforms have their unique algorithm that they look out for in terms of what you post, be it a picture, be it a video, be it a reel, okay? Each of these platforms have what they look out for. And each of these platforms also have different types of audiences. So you have to be sure, oh, this particular thing I'm doing, what's the best place to post about it? So let me ask us the question. If I was selling shoes, for instance, fine shoes, okay, which platform do you think would be best for me to create content for? Which platform, if I was selling shoes, which platform do you think it would be best to create content for? Timmy says Instagram. Do we all agree? Who else has a different opinion? Shemilere says Instagram. Okay. So I have two Instagram. Marvelous says Instagram as well. Okay, okay. Elizabeth says Instagram. Perfect. You guys, I miss you fully understanding me. But why did we choose Instagram? I would say for Instagram deals with a lot of flashy things, okay? Things that are pleasing to the eyes, things that people want to see and boast about. Oh, I just bought a new shoe. Oh, I just bought a new bag. Oh, see my new house. Right? People are always on Instagram looking at, okay, what flashy thing, okay, do I want to shop for next? Or what are people wearing, right? So things like fashion, things like events and all of those things, they pop more on Instagram, okay? So if I'm selling nice shoes, I want to be on Instagram to showcase my shoes, okay? Some people might also use Facebook, right? If you're dealing with a more older demographic, all right? So what if I was doing a cooking video, if I was creating cooking content, which platform do you think would be best for me? Lisbeth says YouTube. Tibi says Facebook. Okay. Jamila says YouTube. Adebola says Instagram or Facebook. Marvelous says YouTube. Okay. What if, now let me now make it more specific. What if that cooking video is a 30 minutes cooking video? Which platform would be best for me to post it on? YouTube. Elizabeth said Instagram. A 30-minute cooking video. Where would be the best place? Why did you choose Instagram, Elizabeth? All right, so now you're saying YouTube. Yes, because for longer videos, a lot of people prefer to use YouTube more, right? For Instagram, people love 1 minute, at least 90 seconds videos, and they can scroll to the next thing. Or let's say you're doing Instagram live. So if you're doing Instagram live, then you are cooking live on the spot and people are connecting to your live, then yes, you might say Instagram. But if it's like a pre-recorded video, it's better to take it to YouTube. Okay, so it means we're following, and I'm very, very happy about that. I'm very happy about that we are all following. Once you now understand, okay, this is the platform I want to post to, this is the platform I want to create content to, and you've decided on the topic, which was why I gave the assignment. So we would know, okay, what area, what topic, what do I want to create content for? So I'm going to use someone example, okay, as someone's submission as an example. So Adebola said she wants to talk about science and technology and also medicine, okay? And she says, in terms of uniqueness, a mode of dressing would be unique. So Adebola, I want to know in the comment section to let me know what mode of dressing are you looking at? What mode of dressing are you looking at to showcase your science, tech, and medicine content? What mode of dressing are you looking at? Let me know. 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 Adebola Banjoko. So what mode of dressing are you referring to? Debola, are you still here with us? Okay, so it says address styled fabric design. Okay, so you're going to be dressed in address style, and then you're going to be making content for science and technology and medicine. Good. So, has any one of us here heard of Aproko Doctor before, or you have seen his content anywhere? Yes, yeah, okay, perfect. So Aproko Doctor is a doctor. He talks about science and medicine, but he does it in a unique way, in a funny way, in and there's one thing that is unique for Aproko Doctor. He either uses the name Emeka or uses the name, what's the female name that is, I can't remember now. But he uses Nkechi, so we understand me. Yes. So you use Nkechi, immediately you hear him say Nkechi, or hear him say Emeka, then everybody will immediately know that, oh, this is Aproko Doctor that is talking. His own uniqueness was not in terms of what he wears, because he just wears, he dress normal corporate. Yes. So you can determine what type of uniqueness you want in terms of how you want to talk, how you either, or how you want to look, or what you want to talk about, and all of those things, or how you even talk about those things. Once you have that, the next step is creating a content calendar. Let's write that down. Creating a what? A content calendar. So most of the time, all of these people you see online that every day they're always posting. Let me tell you something. Most of the time, they recorded all these videos together, back to back, at the same time. And how were they able to do that? Because they had something called a content calendar. And what is this content calendar for? It helps you understand, okay, these are the series of topics I want to post about. And these are how I want to, this is how I want to organize it. Okay, so you put together different topics. You can use your Excel. Excel is like the simplest tool you can use to put together your different topics, when you want to post them, how you want to post them. Is it in the morning? Is it in the afternoon? What time? Is it every Wednesday by 1 p.m.? So just like a typical calendar works, content calendar helps you put different topics, different things into an organized format. And most of the time, it's always better to plan your content 1 month in advance. That's the only way you can be sure that, okay, you are going to be consistent with your posting. That's when you have a content calendar. So part of our assignment that will be giving us today is for us to be thinking about, okay, what are the different topics, different posts, different things we want to talk about, and how we want to organize them for the next 1 month. Okay, for the next 1 month. So we're going to, like I said, at the end of this year, we're still going to do some challenges, a 30-day challenge whereby we're posting every day for the next 30 days. Okay, so part of the assignment I'm going to be giving us is to create a content calendar whereby you're going to put different ideas. Oh, what are things you want to talk about? For instance, if you're talking about medicine, what in medicine do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about children ailments? Do you want to talk about food to eat? Do you want to talk about studying medicine as a student? Different things, so that different areas you can pick from. Then another thing, okay, we're still talking about content planning and strategy. So the first thing I mentioned is setting goals. Setting goals, and your goals must be smart, and also you must have short-term and long-term goals. The next thing I mentioned is creating a content calendar. Creating a content calendar whereby you're going to organize at least 1 month of content in advance. Then the third thing is you need to adapt to trends. You need to know what is trending. Okay? Yes. I'm not saying you have to follow the trend or do exactly what the trend is doing, but you should be aware of what exactly is trending. So for instance, if a particular audio is trending on any of those social platforms that you are using, and that audio is in line with your values or your content, then you can now use or follow that trend. But if it's not in line with your values, if it's not in line with your content, then don't follow the trend. I hope you're understanding me. So you need to research what are things that are trending, the hashtags that people are using, the type of reels that people are doing. I know at some point, I don't know if any of us knows this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that trend. Do we know it? Or have we heard it before? Anybody? Yes, good. So that was a trend, right? That's what I mean when I'm talking about trend, right? So if you see things like that that are trending and it goes in line with the type of content you are producing, then yes, you can follow those type of trend. But please make sure the trend aligns with your brand. Make sure it aligns with your content. Don't go and follow bad trends that doesn't align with what you are doing. Okay, make sure you don't follow bad trends that doesn't align with what you are doing as a content creator. So I'm going to give us an exercise now that I want us to do. Okay, I'm going to give us an exercise that I want us to do. I'm going to share the link with us. So for those of us that are here, I'm going to drop it here on Zoom. Okay, but at the same time, I'm going to put it on a form so that you feel. So your first exercise in today's class is your goal setting exercise, whereby you write down 3 short-term goals, meaning at the end of 1 week, your short-term goal should be 1 week, and then your long-term goal should be 1 month. So at the end of 1 week, what are the goals you want to have achieved by partaking in this class in terms of your content that you're creating, what are the goals you want to achieve. Then under each goal, now you're going to write down what steps do you need to take to achieve them. What steps do you need to take to achieve them? Then exercise 3 is to set deadlines for each of those steps. Set deadlines for each of those steps. Next, then there's the second exercise as well for our content calendar building. So we're going to be using Excel. I'm going to be sharing a table format with us. We are going to be putting our content calendar. We're going to be putting our content calendar. So the next step in today's class is where I'm going to walk you through creating a social media page. Creating a social media page. So how many of us are here? Okay, so I'm all right, Elizabeth, you have a question? Go ahead. Yeah, Elizabeth, you can unmute yourself now.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. This is a question I would like to ask. So what if we are asked to create a content calendar for someone else's page? Like you did not plan the goal because it is not your idea, right? But this person just brought you in to help them create a content calendar for their brand. I'm asking to know what is the first step to do. How can I go about it? Saying that I did not set up the goal for it. I don't know if you get my question.
Yes, I'm absolutely, I think I get a question. So what if you were contracted to create a content calendar for a particular brand? So the first duty of that brand, Elizabeth, are you listening? The first duty the brand needs to do for you is to give you a detailed brief. And in this detailed brief, they need to put what their objectives are, what their goals are. They need to put there, and it has to be very clear. For instance, maybe I have a perfume brand, for instance. I manufacture perfume. And I call Elizabeth, okay, hi Elizabeth, come and help me create content for my brand. I want you to be my content creator. I need to provide for you what my goals are. For instance, a goal can be, okay, I want my Instagram page to have 500 more active followers. That's a goal. Or I want our content, every content we post should have a minimum of 100 likes. Or I would say, I want to increase the sales that are coming from Instagram. I want the sales coming from Instagram to increase by 20%. Because it's in when you understand these goals, then you can now create the appropriate content. It will now help you decide, oh, are you creating static graphics, or are you creating short reels, or are you creating long reels, or are you creating funny videos? Are you creating serious videos? Are you creating trending videos? Is in understanding your goals or the brand's goals, whichever company you're working for or brand you're working for, that will help you determine what exactly your the type of content you post. I don't know if you understand. So if there's a particular brand that has reached out to you and say, okay, come and create content for us, you need to go back to that brand and say, okay, can I have a list of your goals? What exactly do you want me to have achieved at the end of 1 month? What exactly do you want me to have achieved by 3 months? What exactly do you want me to have achieved by 1 year? So get back to them and let them define those things. Some people will just say, oh, I don't know, just manage it, sha. Don't let them say do that to you. And if peradventure the person doesn't actually have time to give you the goals, then you have to create the goals for them. Create the goals for them and share to them and say, okay, I have put together these goals that I think your brand should achieve in the next 2 weeks, in the next 1 month. And these are the goals these are the goals I'm tailoring my content creation to. Is there a need for me to make adjustments? Is there a need for me to make adjustments? Or are these goals okay? Because at the end of, sorry about that, because at the end of whatever duration, you have set for them, you need to be able to measure yourself and say, okay, at the time I started, it was at 0 followers. Okay, now my goal was to meet 500 followers, but now I'm at 410. So you can measure and say, okay, even though I didn't reach 500, I did well, but what can I now do to improve so that I can reach my goals? Okay, so yes, having a goal is very, very important. So I'm going to share with us this particular assignment, okay, or yes, exercise for us to work on, to put down our goals. And also the next assignment, or will I say classwork, I'll be giving us to do is for you to create the social media platform you want to be working with. Create what the social media platform you want to be working with. So ask your parents, go to your parents. I'm going to be sending some video guides, how to create Instagram page, how to create YouTube page, how to create Twitter page, how to create Facebook page, how to create LinkedIn page. So I'll send some video guides to us that we can follow. But before you join tomorrow's class, make sure you've created one. And if your parents do not want you to create a new one, make sure they give you either their own or their business own or something that you can use for the purpose of this class. So, because like I said, this class is practical, so you need to have a social media page that you're going to be working with. So speak with your parents, or your siblings, or any guardian you have around you, and tell them, oh, you're taking a content creation class, and you need to have a social media page that you're going to be creating content for. So is either you create your own or they give you access to their own. So that's your final assignment for today. So I'll be expecting it in tomorrow's class. So tomorrow's class, we're going to follow in the content calendar you have created, and we're all going to be working on our different page. Okay, and we're all going to be working on our different pages. So if you have any further questions, let me know. If anyone has any further questions, let me know. If there are no more questions, then I would be, if there are no more questions, then I'll be on Telegram if you have any further questions. So I'm going to put this assignment into a form, this new one, into a form so that you all can fill. And then the third assignment, which is creating your own social media page, I'd expect us to do that as well. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining today's class. Yes, I'll be sending everything to Telegram, promise. Yes, I'll be sending everything to Telegram. If you have any other questions, let me know. Okay, everyone, thank you for joining today's class. See you tomorrow. Bye.